ladies and gentlemen, once again, you're welcome to the press conference. This morning, the head coach of the Black Stars is here to name his squad for the next two assignments. We have two World Cup qualifying matches in the month of September. The first game will be played in Cape Coast on September 3, Friday, September 3, and then the second game will be played in Johannesburg on Monday, September 6. So we have two World Cup qualifying games in the month of September. On my left is the head coach of the Black Stars, Charles Kwablan Akonnor. And then we also have the assistant coach, David Duncan here, and the team manager, Henry Mate. You are all welcome. So there will be a formal session where he will name the squad, and then there will also be the opportunity for questions. Thank you. So, CK.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Before I start, I would like to give thanks to the Creator. His name is above all names. I give him glory for his kindness and love towards me and all of us in this auditorium. And that's it. Before I start, I just wanted to make it clear. This is the provisional squad, taking into consideration injuries and COVID issues. It's important to note that. We have 30 players, and by the time the report to come, the number will be reduced to 25. Thank you. So I go on with the squad. The goalkeepers department, we have Richard Ofori, Atizigi, Manav Nuruddin, Richard Atta. For the fullbacks, we have Benson Annan, Andy Yadom, Baba Rahman, Gideon Mensah, Philemon Bafor. The center backs, Alexander Jiku, Daniel Amate, Ishmael Ganiu, Jonathan Mensah. For the midfielders, Mubarak Wakaso, Idrisu Baba, Emmanuel Lomote, Thomas Pate. Wingers, Kamal Din Sulemana, Joe Famille, Samuel Owusu, Emmanuel Jesse, Tariq Fosu, Ishaku Fatau. The attacking midfielders, Majid Ashimero, Kudus Mohammed, Afriye Banye. Strikers, Andre Yadom, the captain, John Ayu, Kwame Poku, and Kelvin Yeboah. So we have 30-man squad. By the time the report to come, the number will prune down to 25. Before I'll allow you to ask certain questions, there are things I would like to explain. Why that. For instance, we start with the goalkeeping department. Richard Ofori has been our number one for a long time till he got injured. Now he's back. He last had a very good performance. Unfortunately, lost, but I'm in good contact with him, which is shown us that he's ready, and we are happy to have him back. Atizigi, in our last match, did very well against Ivory Coast. He's proven over the time that we can rely on him. Manav Nuruddin, who is a new young man coming into the squad, he was once with under 20s. I think if I remember very well, Jim Kwabla was in the squad. He's gone to Belgium. He's performed so well. He's done so well, and I think, like I said, he deserves a chance, and we'll give him that chance. Of course, Richard Atta, who has been superb for Hearts of Folk. He's had over 14 clean sheets. Maybe you can correct me, and I think it's his first time. He's also deserves a call-up. Benson Annan, you know his name. The other day I was here, he was sent to the Japan squad. Now he's back. And the Yadom, I don't need to explain. Baba Rahman, Gideon Mensah, and of course Philemon Bafor, which we all know. Of course, Alexander Jiku, Daniel Mate, Ishmael Ganiu are known faces. Of course, Jonathan Mensah is also a known face, but he's been out for a couple of times, maybe a year or so. Now he's back because he's been very, very consistent with his performance. It's Orlando Columbus, yeah. Columbus, yeah. He's done so well, and I think in replacement, maybe I would say that we know that Nicolas Opoku is injured. He will be back probably maybe January or February, and so we need another strong person to fill that bid, and Jonathan Mensah is in, and we are happy he is with us. Of course, with the midfielders, we have Mubarak Wakaso, Idrisu Baba, Emmanuel Lomote, Thomas Partey. One may ask, we are monitoring with Partey, okay? I spoke to him yesterday, and it's clear when he's fit, very important player, he can join us. Kamal Din Suleiman, who just moved from Northland to Rennes, he's done well, had a good start, and I think he's one of the guys we believe that our hope for the future is good. Samuel Wusu, Emmanuel Jesse, Tariq Fosu, Isahaku, Fatau, I think they are familiar faces. So, with attacking midfielders, we have Majid Ashimero, who's been with us but has never had a chance to start or to play. We were in Sudan, he was with us in Sudan. Unfortunately, this time it was before we played our last two friendlies. He was injured, so he couldn't join. And now he's here with us. Kudus Mohammed, who has had a little bit of injury. We believe that by the time we assemble, he will be ready. Afri Ebanye, talented player, brave guy, done so well. This isn't seen him a couple of times. He deserves to be here. Andre Ayew, our captain who just moved to the Arab world. I believe in his judgment. His father is also one experienced man, and I believe in their judgment, and it's a very important move he's made, and so no doubt. John Ayew, Kwame Poku, we know, we are aware of them. Kelvin Yeboah, a new dynamic striker who within 3 matches scored 2 goals in Australian League. I hear a lot. We've been looking for goal scorers. This is one guy, I believe once we encourage him, he will and fit in the way we play, understands everything. He will be of good use to us in the near future. So these are the reasons why, my opinion, why these names are here. Now, I'm ready for your bombs.
So, thank you, Coach. The microphone will go around for your questions. You tell us your name, your media house, and then your question. Thank you. Okay. I think there is a...
GH1 TV. First of all, in your last friendly against Cote d'Ivoire, you spoke about the goal drought you're suffering, and you admitted that you need players, you're looking for players who solve that problem. Does this call-up solve your goal drought problems? And what objectives are you setting for yourself for this World Cup qualifiers? Is it a clean sheet throughout, unbeaten, maybe 20 goals throughout? What objectives are you setting for yourself? And finally, you sometimes play your players out of position. You mentioned Kwame Poku as a striker. The last time he played as a winger. How will you work on that soon?
Well, if I have to answer the immediate one, I don't put players at the wrong position. I don't. Sometimes maybe you might not understand. Somebody like Banier, you will see him as a striker. Banier can play a whole lot of positions, and so I don't play them out of position. Banier can be a midfielder. Number 8, he could be a 10, a second striker, which he's doing with Hearts of Oak, and so it depends on how you see it. The other question was, of course, listen, we played Qatar, we scored 5 goals with the same squad of players, okay? It's the way we play sometimes, how the opponents will approach the game, but we will score goals, trust me, we will score goals, and we will try to be creative, and that is what we're looking forward to. I hope I've been able to answer the question. Of course, I expect nothing else but to have a good start in terms of playing Ethiopia and, of course, South Africa. We want to win both matches to have a good start. Yes.
Microphone, Seidu.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. I have two quick questions. First is got to do with a call-up. Just scanned through and saw that there are only 4 locally based players or players who play in the domestic league in there. If I recall, in your last call-up, you gave as many as 8 of them the opportunity, and you also, after the 2 friendlies, expressed your satisfaction with their output. Would you be kind to explain to us why the numbers has been cut to 4? Because we know that almost all those players you invited in the last time are still playing the league. Then my second question is, I hope you have seen the seeding system in the AFCON draw. You are likely to meet any of the top teams that played in the last qualifiers. What's your thought on the seeding, since you'll be leaving to join your colleagues for the draw on Monday? Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much. Those who are not here, especially you talk of the local players, they are not here because they're not good. But at this point of time, these are the players I want to go with. And of course, with the AFCON, I expect nothing. Anything that comes, we should be able to deal with it. And so we will be ready for any other group that will come across.
My name is Edward King Kufu, Atinka TV, Atinka FM. I want to know why Ibrahim Salifu, the best player to me in the Ghana Premier League, was omitted from the squad. And then 2, Razak Abalura. Is it the end of the road for Razak Abalura at the Black Stars?
Thank you very much. Of course, Salifu, the Ibrahim Salifu, the midfielder from Hearts of Oak, a fantastic player, good player. But like I said earlier on, he's not here because he's bad. It's just that at this point of time, these are the players that I want to go with. And also, Abalora is part of the team. He's not out. Sometimes you need that break to wake up and know that there's a big deal going on, and he's going to be part of us. It's not out. No.
Yeah, Nanedu, Hot FM, Fox FM. The last time you made a call up to the Blasters, there were players who were called up who didn't honor the invitation. Is there any plans that this time around all of them will be in Ghana to compete for the 2 matches? And 2, if you look at our squad from 2015 to 2019, core of the players are moving out of Europe. Christian Achu, Samuel Owusu, Wakasu, Efri Akwa, most of them are leaving. Do you have any plans by calling majority of our players from the mainstream Europe, or you still feel no matter where you play, the most important thing is giving out your best for the nation?
Could you please come again with the last one?
I was saying from 2015 to 2019, the core of our players who are in our...
The core?
Yes, are living in Europe. Efri Akwa, Wakasu, Achu, Samuel Owusu, these are core members of our Blaster. They are living in Europe. Do you have any plans in bringing about majority of our players from the mainstream Europe, or you feel the best, whether you are playing anywhere, is ready for the Blaster?
Well, I think first of all, you need to be in a team that you'll be regular, actively playing. We try as much as we can, at the technical team, to look all over, to look for the players. Like, for instance, now we have Kelvin Yeboah in the squad. I'm sure his name is new to everybody, and so that's what we do. Once we know this can be of good help to us, we bring him on board and then see. So we continue to do that. The other question was the first one. Okay, of course. That's why we have a provisional list. Kamal Dean was invited the other day. He was not able to come. I mean, sometimes we also need to understand these guys. And today is called up again. Tariq came in. There was a little bit of misunderstanding, but I think we need these boys just like they also need us, and sometimes it is like that. But I believe they will all come in the right moment. We've had a lot of discussion about our issues, attitude, and all that. And we believe they will come at the appropriate time, right time, and join the squad so we can prepare very well.
Mubarak.
Mubarak from Joy News. CK, what is the situation between the team and then Mohamed Salisu? Is his time running out of the national team? And then secondly, you made it clear that you needed those 2 friendly matches we played 3 months ago to put your team in shape. Should Ghanaians be expectant of a very good performance?
Of course, we had a good test matches in the name of Morocco and of course Cote d'Ivoire, which was very good for us in terms of work ethics, what one need to do on the field of play and all that, and that has, positioned us very, very, very well. We are aware of the situation. We are aware of the opponent that we are about to play, the 2 matches, and so we prepare. And I believe that, of course, we want to not just win but perform very, very, very well. With Salisu, I think the other day you need to check. He said when he's ready, when he is ready. I don't know. Maybe we'll decide. He said when he's ready. Up to now, I don't know if he's ready or not. So I won't be able to answer. Yeah.
Okay, we'll pick our last 3 and then we are done. Joyce.
My name is Joyce from Top FM. Coach, I want to ask, the last caller, you called Frank Champon, but this time his name is not there. What happened?
Yeah, I called. It's true. Indeed, I called him. He was not able to make it. This time around, he's not part of the squad because of what we have now. Like I said, those who are part of the team and are not here, not because they are the bad players or anything, but sometimes we look at what we want to do and how we want to play, and sometimes we look at it and then we pick out of the players. Tomorrow, when we have in the next call-up, it is possible that we'll bring him on board. I mean, no door is closed to anybody.
Is that Abuzu?
Yeah.
Okay.
Coach, I have just one question.
Just one.
Me assure say, Hearts of Folk fans, Ghanaians, all will say, the players in Accra Hearts of Folk took the nation by surprise. At the point they were out of contention, they came in strongly. The players started performing day in, day out. The fans will want to know why most of their players were not called up. I want to base my question on Benjamin Afutu.
Are you speaking for the fans or you are asking a question
I'm
as a
asking
journalist?
for them because they
I'm sorry,
want to know.
we don't express opinions, please.
All right.
I am sorry.
So my question is that Benjamin Afutu, I want to ask if he didn't do enough to be in the squad. Thank you.
Okay. Now, listen. All of us here in this room, we all have our personal interests as far as the national team is concerned, right? If I ask you right now, ask the next person sitting to you, he will come out with certain figures, players, name of players, that will be different from, but your interest is for Ghana to win. Is that not so? Okay. I have the same, you understand me? The same interest. I want Ghana to win. And sometimes the final decisions comes from me and of course with my technical team. The fact that they are not here, I've seen Afutu, the names, they are all part of, we've seen them. But at this moment, this is the squad. And don't forget, I said it's a provisional squad. We will reduce, the number will go down to 25. Thank you.
Please, last 2. Who is that at the back? The gentleman in the all white. Oh, okay.
Akabana Andrew Samoto FM, Dema. Coach, first of all, I would like to applaud you and your backroom staff Oh yes, I will applaud them because you are doing a lot behind the scenes which you might not know the impact it's having. Being able to talk to your players, the relationship you have with them before you call them, trying to know how they are doing, even to the extent of trying to talk to their club coaches to make sure their conditions, and it's very important.
Okay.
You know, the players.
I'm surprised you know this. How do you know that?
Oh yeah, yeah, I know. And it makes the players feel, good, and even their club coaches will know that no, this player is an eye of a nation. So when treating him or her, I have to be cautious the way I go by it. Secondly, it's a question. The last call-ups that you made for the two friendlies, some of the players, or 90% of the players arrived late. I know it's a source of worry for you. You made mention in your first submission that you've spoken to them. Don't you think you have to put in measures? There should be clear-cut measures. If you are to be here on Monday, unless, of course, we have extreme situation whereby when you explain, everybody was like, if not, that you know that when you arrive at a camp late, this and this and this is going to happen to you. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm happy you made mention of this. Listen, I spoke to the captain, was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. And measures has been taking place. The FA has taken over about these issues. The players are aware. The last time they came here, a very intensive meeting and code of conduct and everything has been part of it. They are aware. If you fail to do it, it will be your own problem. The captain even reminded me of how we spoken to the players. They must show this time. It's not the AFCON. It's not a qualifier for AFCON. It's the World Cup. We want to get there, and therefore, it's meant that we all have to behave well, including the technical team and everybody. And so they are aware of the situation, and I'm sure this time around they will come on good time when you are released. If the FA has invited you or given you a ticket when you arrive, you don't go anywhere, but you come straight to camp, and there will be discipline. I'm very, very certain about that.
Okay, last question. Wallace.
Thank you very much. Coach, my name is Wallace or Kululuman. Coach, let me go back to our local dialogue. You say a couple of players before, in fact, when it comes to character, whether I like it or not, you say China, COVID no, arise a lot. So should in case, so when Mubarak Wakasu, you knew the kind of zilla or wa. In Finfin, a couple of players are from still are ya die and da. Say any more in Finfin bit by your money. To send our castle or bit my.
Of course, like I said, it's now 30 and it will go down to 20, 25. These are the reasons, COVID, injuries and all that. And once we have this squad, I believe that if anybody, falls, for instance, Partey situation is not, it's not conclusive. So we cannot speak. But before they all get here, we will know and the normal. So thank you for your question, and we are aware of and to let you know that we are aware of the situation. Yeah.
Okay, I think that will be it. Okay, maybe last one. Who is that?
With what?
Abraham Incan.
Self-made.
From Fire TV.
Okay. Hey.
Coach, me patron, person bisa said, your last time you bought qualifiers and prior to Russia 2018, I say you to me and qualify, yan shasi ye. Because say first match ye Uganda, I was Tamale, Emma ye bought draw. Ningina say home baby abu boy home matches, and so a county and boy. Do you think, sir, this time around, the first match you bought Cape Coast? Do you think with the home grounds, baby abu first match? Do you think, sir, it be to me and boy?
Thank you. These are maybe I will let Henry answer this question. But in the last couple of matches we've played, it has always been in Cape Coast, and there's a reason for that. Maybe Henry Asante will be able to answer that.
Well, to add to that, let me tell you that before every competition or before every World Cup qualifier, the FA needs to send information on venues available to CAF and FIFA for approval. This time round, we sent 3 venues to CAF, Accra Sports Stadium, Cape Coast, and then Tamale. Unfortunately, Tamale was not approved. They approved Accra and Cape Coast. Now, the current situation at the Accra Sports Stadium is not the best, especially the pitch. So there was a decision for us to pick one out of the 2. Now, once the pitch at the Accra Sports Stadium is not in good condition, and we are not sure if it can be fixed from now until the time we play the match, the only decision left was to go to Cape Coast. So we've communicated that to CAF, and it's been approved. So administratively, yes, sometimes you need to speak to the technical team, and you also need to seek their approval. But the situation we find ourselves, there is no other option but to go to Cape Coast. And that's why we are playing in Cape Coast. Let's not also forget that Cape Coast has been very, very friendly to the team. We played South Africa in Cape Coast. We won 2-0. CK was then the assistant under Ethiopia. Then we played, Sudan, and then we won 2-0 again. And then we played Ivory Coast, and we drew. So at least we played 3 games in Cape Coast, and it's not been bad. And the people of Cape Coast also love the Black Stars. Unfortunately, Kumasi is also not available. So that is why we are playing in Cape Coast. Thank you. So, gentlemen and ladies, thank you very much for your coming today. It's been wonderful being with you. Once again, let me announce that the first game against Ethiopia will be played on September 3, and then the second game against South Africa will be played on September 6th. Thanks for your company. Enjoy your day.